Ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, boys and girls, dogs and fishes. Here we are, Mount Airy Fiddlers Convention, to celebrate, to help celebrate, to be with, to be a part of the wedding of Tom and Glenda. Ladies and gentlemen, is there any reason at all, we can't all give them a hand for coming this far? What is it that brings us together at times like this? We all know what it is. It's love. It's love. And where do we all come from? Where does love come from? That's the question that we have to ask when people determine to join themselves together in marriage, bring themselves together, and live with each other the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
God help my wife. So, where do we come from? Where does all this start? And the answer is silence. Don't we all just come from silence? Doesn't everything come from silence? So why are we here at the Mount Airy Fiddlers Convention? And why do these people want to get married at a Fiddlers Convention? And the answer is life is the opposite of silence. Life is joy. Life is joyous. Are we going to bow our heads for this wedding, or are we going to raise our hands up to the sky, look up and say, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's unanimous. I think we all believe in love. I think that's why we're here. I think that's why they're here. Thomas Hill Lines, born Vermont. That's a state up north, in case some of you haven't heard of. Tom has lived in Oregon. He's lived in Indiana, and now calls the great state of North Carolina his home. Let's hear it. Similarly, Glenda, great person. Born in Seattle. That's in Washington, not in D.C., the other Washington. You've lived in Indiana before, as I remember it. And now she lives in Durham, North Kakalaki, again in the great state of North Carolina. What do these two have in common? What would bring them together? The answer is love. Get a little closer to each other. Come on, just one. You see what these two are doing? Everybody turn to the person next to them and give them a hug. Come on. Come on, touch somebody. You just touch somebody. I've been asked to introduce Tom and Glenda's special guest of honor. Their dog, Doc. Doc, what do you have to say for yourself? Not a sound. Not a sound. Yep. It's a crowd. Thank you. Well, you know, we have a few things we want to do here today. We're gonna be regaled with a song by Bryan and Barbara Blake of the Unknown Tongues.
Throws a little bit of gas in the hose.
Not only love, but lessons taught.
I love you.
You gotta do that again. Then get it.
Bryan. playing the accordion like that reminds me of the time I played in a band with a woman who was a topless accordion player. You know what it sounded like when she played? Ow, 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 ow!
Surprise!
He can't help himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's think about where we are. The great out of doors, nature, beautiful day, outside, in the great state of North Carolina, to bring these people together in marriage. Is anybody here, any single person here, object to the marriage of this man and woman? Again, the vote is unanimous. Thank you very much. Are you two ready to take your vows? Good. Thomas Hill Lines, do you take Glenda Grace Person to be your wife for the rest of your life? To be together all the time? Forget about sickness and health? This is the long haul. This is life. Do you take this woman to be your wife?
I do.
Glenda Grace Person, do you take Thomas Hill Lines to be your husband? To live with him? To stay with him? To be with him? Again, regardless of sickness and health, for the rest of your days.
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the authority granted of me as a minister in the great state of North Carolina, I now ask Glenda to step over the broom so that I can say, ladies and gentlemen, Tom and Glenda, I pronounce you man and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, is there a musician in the house? Does anyone know a song in D? Nancy Banjo, dear friend of Tom and Glenda.
Surry County National Anthem. Bow your heads for Sally Ann.
Sally
And join in. Everybody has an
Everybody join in if you got it. One groom.